Hello, I'm Russell Sturgis. I'm the founder and principal of the Centre for Western Mindfulness. Thank you for coming on board and participating in the 2 free sessions that come under the umbrella of our program called Exploring Awareness. and these 2 sessions are the beginning of our Pathways to Mindfulness programs. The very first part in this is called Understanding Consciousness. And so what we're going to be doing in our first free session with you is helping you get a deeper appreciation of the various forms of consciousness. Research in terms of the way in which we function in our states of consciousness in more recent years has shown, and this is quite alarming, that 95% of the time we function on autopilot, or what is referred to as subconsciously. So in other words, we're alive, we have our faculties, our senses are functioning, but the way in which we experience what's going on around us is essentially unconscious, because it's using our programming, it's using our habits, in other words, pre-established neural pathways that automatically kick in, that we don't even have to think about, that see us engaging life without having to think about it. It's saving energy, and it expedites what it is that we're able to do and how we manage life by being able to function subconsciously. Which means that if that's 95% of our state of consciousness, then only 5% of our state of consciousness represents being totally conscious and aware, being totally in the moment and fully present to whatever's going on in this instant, and in a place where we're able to truly engage our experience with those desires and wishes that we have for our greatest expression. And that's only happening 5% of the time. But we spend most of it functioning on autopilot or habit. Now, what that means is when we rely on that as our way of functioning, we're always going to do what we've always done, because that's what a habit is something that we just keep on repeating. And the irony in that is that we're always going to get what we always got. So in other words, we're going to keep on getting the same results. And of course, Einstein sort of proposed that whole notion of insanity, which is expecting a different result while doing the same thing that you've always done. That's my way of explaining what he coined as an approach to how most of us attempt change and how we live our lives. So what I want to do primarily is ask you to take a minute to go to the next video, which is called Consciousness and Subconscious Thinking, or Conscious and Subconscious Thinking, which was developed by a Brisbane company called Centus. And it's only a 2-minute video, but it's a really lovely explanation of the difference between conscious thinking and subconscious thinking. And I would invite you to have a look at it a couple of times, because I think the video lasts only about 2 minutes, but there's so much information that it's worthwhile having a look at it a second time. And when we come back after you've looked at that video, we're going to take a moment to have a look at the notes that you have on page 5, and we're going to discuss exploring consciousness.